COD 4 Remastered. This again came with the PS Plus that I just bought this month. This is one of the free games, and quite frankly, it's been such a nostalgia trip. I love playing this game so much. It just brings back a lot of good memories. When I had this game originally, I actually had it for the Wii, and I had like the little zapper gun thing that you put the Wii remotes into and play it that way. It was kind of it didn't work too great, but still the experience of COD 4 sat with me. And honestly, one of the campaign is one of the best first-person shooter campaigns I've ever played. And yeah, the multiplayer definitely follows suit with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna play some games, talk about some stuff, and yeah, just have some fun. So welcome if you're watching. Glad to have you. Let me just make sure that this is working properly. Have you? Okay, cool. All right, let's get going then. I think do some let's do some free for all first. Um, I've been mostly doing either free for all team deathmatch or prop hunt, which is really fun. It's like a new version of or not a new version. It's like a one team deathmatch style thing where one team is a bunch of props that go about the map and hide, and then the other team has to search for them. Um, it's really fun, and honestly, I think there's like a Gary's mod style game that's where it's inspired from. But maybe I'll play one next round after this free for all match. Countdown is a slept on map, honestly. This is one of my favorites from this game. Yeah, good. Okay, I'm glad I won. So yeah, I'm level 15 right now. I've just been doing a little bit of practicing at this game, trying to get good again. Um, I don't know. It's been so long since I played a COD game. I stopped after I think Modern Warfare 3 was my last COD game. I just got tired of them, and they got really bad, especially because like they went for too. I think they went too futuristic, and all the games that were just like Advanced Warfare just seemed so boring. But now COD is kind of back on the map with Black Ops 4 and their battle royale thing. I heard great things about it, and it looks like so much fun. So
Take no prisoners,
I
comrades.
might test it out now that I have PS Plus. Honestly. Oh, okay. First blood, I think. Maybe no. Some of my health back. God, I'm playing free for all. Oof. Still those one knife kills. Ah, low health. Um, yeah, this remaster is honestly pretty amazing. They did such a good, ooh, they did a good job with it. It still keeps the spirit of the original COD games while while fixing a lot of things that not that were wrong with it, but um, I think it's just like it brings it back into modern society kind of and modern gaming. But the charm is all still there. Like these maps are just so nostalgic for me to play. Um, I remember just like the graphics on the Wii were a lot worse than oh shoot.
UAV recon standing by.
The graphics were a lot worse on the Wii than they were on the other consoles. I think the first COD game that I got for like well I had COD on PS2. I had Big Red One, which was I think COD 2, and then COD 1, as well as COD 3, and then once I finally got an Xbox, I got Modern Warfare 2. That was my first Xbox game,
Air threat standing by.
and okay, let's try to get this airstrike going. I'll place it
Friendly
here since it's about
airstrike
people.
on the way.
But yeah, it was my first COD game was Modern Warfare 2, and man, was that worth it. I got so much time out of that game. Cool, cool.
Helicopter support
Yeah, I got so much mileage out of that game. Like, I played it so long. Multiplayer, I played the story mode over and over. Shoot, on the first place. I always tend to blow leads in this game, just like that. Now there's 3 people tied first. I'm spraying and praying. Shoot. Hopefully this little helicopter will help me out.
We are about to achieve victory, comrades!
Oof. But I would play this for hours on end. You come home after a long day of middle school and just hop on with your friends, play some team deathmatch, play some search and destroy. That was one of my favorite ones. I mean, you leveled up the fastest with it. Shoot, this guy is camping in here. And so we would play that one a lot. But yeah, just a lot of good memories with it. You would play too, like with kids that you weren't really even friends with at school. Wait, shoot. Kids that you weren't even friends with at school, like you could bond over COD with.
UAV
It was
recon
quite
standing
an
by.
incredible experience. And honestly, like I sucked at this game when I was a kid. Like all my friends were so good, level 70, 10th prestige, all that crazy stuff. And like I think in Modern Warfare 2, for the amount
Enemy
of time that I
helicopter
played it,
approaching.
I only ended up getting to like 2nd prestige, and
Air threat standing by. Friendly airstrike on the way.
I got to like, oh boy, lag. Oh, that was not fair. Boy, everyone's lagging. This is a big yikes. Yeah, but I remember being so bad at this game, and not to say that I'm good now, but like, I guess maybe just since I've been playing all these, I've been playing like Apex Legends and stuff, like the final kill. I've been playing like Apex Legends and all that, and I've just generally been getting better at video games. It feels a lot easier now. Like kills are so fast. You can get kills so fast in this game, and like in Apex, I guess there's just a lot more health, so that's what I'm used to. So like when I just quick tap someone, like just running around, it seems like it's, I don't know, the kills are just really fast. But I've been really enjoying this. I don't really like Crossfire, but let's see what my class is. New perks. That looks kind of boring. What is this? I think Last Stand is so annoying. I don't really care for it. But yeah, this made me, I want to play some Team Deathmatch instead. So recently, speaking of Call of Duty and like video games and all that kind of stuff, the other day I had to do this thing for a class. It's called World in Conversation, and basically World in Conversation is like you sit in a group of people and you either have a conversation, like create a dialogue with people from people internationally or people from like your own school, and you just sit around and talk about
Team
society and stuff.
deathmatch.
And there's no real direction to it, so they kind of just talk about whatever everyone can relate to.
Let's do this.
And me and this other kid started out like introducing ourselves, talked about how we like to play video games, and they asked us, they were like, "How would you just like? Do you play online games? Like, how would you describe online game culture?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, it can be pretty bad. There's a lot of notoriously the Call of Duty days were known for people just being like really vulgar and saying some
We're
pretty,
taking the lead.
like inappropriate things. And the exposure for kids at that age, I guess, was probably not the. Let's go. Just yeah, the exposure for kids was just not great. You would be playing with like, older people who you know, they're cursing, they're saying things they shouldn't be, making fun of kids. Um,
UAV recon standing by.
and yeah, as I was talking about it, I was like, shit. Sorry, I'm getting really on a tangent here. Yeah, and as I was talking about it, I was like, yeah, video game online culture can be pretty brutal sometimes, and like, if you're exposed to it, if you're exposed to it, like, it's just a lot of harsh stuff to hear, and I personally don't think it took over my life at all or anything, and that's what they asked too. They were like, do you think this culture like engulfed you at all? I'm like, no way, like, but I know kids who it did, like, they would become,
Our UAV is
their
online.
vocabulary usage would be a lot more inappropriate than it should have been, but again, I think people
Enemy
grow up
UAV
and
is
they learn,
airborne.
and now, I, the thing is, like, not to say that obviously it was really bad that people would talk like that and all that kind of stuff, but I would say definitely it's definitely tamed down since then. Like, it's funny how, you know, you hop into a game of Fortnite and like no one's on the mic. You're like, hey, anyone got mic? Anyone got mic? Back in the day, everyone was on their microphone,
Enemy UAV is
chirping each other,
airborne.
like,
We've
you know,
lost the
roasting
lead.
each other. But as as weird as it is to say this, like, I think video game culture felt a lot more connected back then though than it does now. Like, certainly while you could get chirped by people, you could just as well, you know, make friends online or, uh, you know, meet gamers who, like when you hop into a match of Call of Duty, you felt a lot closer with your teammates than I would say you would now in Fortnite. Like, it's just so, you would hop into like one game and then you stay in that lobby for a while
Enemy
and you're
UAV is
just playing with the
airborne.
same people, you're starting to build chemistry. Now it's like, it's turned into this generational thing that, you know, everyone complains about with, the like interactions just being far too fast. And like Fortnite, you hop into one game, you know, with a bunch of people, and then the next you're like, all right, cool, we didn't win, see ya, like good game, GG, and that's it. But back then, I think like you had at least teammates who would defend you, and if you're getting roasted or like just have a group of people that you can hang out with and play games with. I don't know, that was very tangent. It's kind of hard to play this game and talk at the same time. But so yeah, long story short, I'm going all over the place with this. They're asking me about video game culture and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, yeah, sure, it's bad, but you know, you just got to know your limits and how not to expose yourself in an unhealthy way to it. Um, but in general too, and obviously, I don't think the facilitators were video game players at all. Based on the questions they were asking, they may have been or may not have been. I really don't know, but it didn't seem that way. But I think the general assumption with video games, in terms of the media, older people, and just people who don't play games in general, is the automatic assumption is just antagonize video games. I think it's just because it's something
Enemy
that's new
helicopter inbound.
or newish, and the culture's really growing fast and taking over, and people don't know what to do with that, especially the media. You know, you always see stories in the news. The biggest one recently is the whole video game addiction thing. That's become so blown up and blown out of proportion. Like, of course, yeah, there are plenty of people who probably are addicted to video games, but when you take that and then
Enemy
antagonize
UAV is
the
airborne.
rest of the gaming industry because of it, and then everything that video games does is just negative, then helicopter's really annoying me. So that's just being ignorant to the culture of things. Because you know, there's um, the amount of times like we've had to write papers in high school and middle school. We were given
Enemy
prompts that
UAV
were
is
like,
airborne.
uh, are violent video games responsible for creating violent tendencies? And it's like, all right, the amount of times I've heard this same
This is the
prompt,
last
and
chance.
these teachers are telling me to write this stuff. I always took the stance of like, no, I don't think it does.
Enemy
I think
UAV
it's
is
the
airborne.
person, uh, realistically, and that's the thing too. It's like you're always gonna get those people in those those Call of Duty lobbies who are gonna chirp you, but it's not the culture because in the same way that you can make enemies on video games, you can make friends. Like it all depends on the people you're playing with, and the people that choose to be nice and be your friend. That's what gaming culture should be exemplified with. Because quite frankly, that is what video games are all about, especially online games. Is finding a group of people and bonding over some like a common cause in a way. Oof. This RPG kind of sucks.
UAV recon standing by. Our UAV is online. Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh no. Oh, we lost that pretty bad.
Mission failed.
We're
We'll get them
winning.
next time.
How did I do? Top 18. Oh man. I really think I am better at this game than I remember. But yeah, anyway, so um we talked about that for a while. Like I think it's the person, not the game itself. Uh I think video games is a great medium, and maybe I'm just biased because I love playing them and I grew up playing them. But I think again, it's just if you're antagonizing games, then you're really not looking into the culture and studying what's actually happening in it. Because it could absolutely could be, it's toxic quite a lot, and a lot of people will say that, but I think the pros far outweigh the cons, and the bad rep just continues when, especially the media, pushes it and portrays it, and then tells that to the older generations who aren't as familiar with it as current generations. Especially so, like when Fortnite came out, that was a huge thing. Like everyone was playing it. Kids, uh, like parents were telling their kids they could play it, all that kind of stuff. Like the media was talking about game addiction in relation to Fortnite quite a lot, but I think the coolest part about the culture around Fortnite and how that grew is that kids or everyone could talk about Fortnite. Any kid, any teenager, any college student, and it was normal. Like it wasn't weird like it used to be back then, And I feel like Call of Duty kind of did the same thing where that in normal you could talk to any kid, like you could talk to the most popular kid in school and he's probably playing Call of Duty. Same thing with Fortnite. Like the ability to just freely talk about games with people, spreading the culture is awesome. And I think that should be
Team
praised more
deathmatch.
so than the fact that like maybe kids are playing it too often. I don't know. Uh, but that'll never the light will never be shined on that aspect of gaming. It will. Like
Take no
unless
prisoners,
it's a
comrades.
gaming media news source like IGN or Polygon or Game Informer, all that kind of stuff. It's not going to be shown. Mainstream media is just going to take the bad and then constantly push the stereotype that gaming is a negative thing. Um, so
We've taken the lead.
So yeah, I think that's awesome about gaming now, and like, um, it's starting to be become a lot more popular again, which I love to see. Um, the other thing we talked about was exposing, so like having kids and then exposing them to basically online gaming and negative.
UAV recon
But
standing
no
by.
double kill.
Our UAV
Um,
is online.
exposing having kids be exposed to like online games and online communities and like negative violent video games in general. And my answer to this was, I think across the board, this is most people's answer, that you shouldn't really be, hiding your
Our
kids
UAV
from.
is online.
I don't think you should be censoring your kids from communities and video games like that. To an extent, if you should be able to parent them and trust them enough, and parent them good enough to tell your kids like, hey, you shouldn't be, doing X, Y, Z. This is wrong. This is wrong. Giving them a moral standard so that when they do those things, like play video games or hear negative comments online, they know not to take part in it. I feel like it's pretty easy. Just be a good parent and whatever. Like, just be a good parent and coach your kids properly because they're gonna seek it out anyway. Especially in the information age right now, where really kids can find anything they want through the use of the internet.
Our
What
UAV
are
is
you gonna do? Just
online.
not expose them to the internet? They're gonna use it during school. They're gonna do things anyway. They're gonna find ways around it. Like if the desire's there, they're gonna find a way. So you exposing them, I think makes it, or not exposing them, I think even makes them more inclined to seek it out. When they're told not to do something, then it's kind of that rebellious attitude that um,
Enemy
they're just going to
UAV
do
is
it anyway.
airborne.
So I think a good parenting skill is to just let your kids be exposed to that and coach them and tell them that this is not right. I know for my kids, I think my uh,
Friendly airstrike
parenting
on the way.
technique for them is gonna, if they want to play video games, I will fully support it. Obviously, as someone who loves video games now, I think it's a great way to grow up. Definitely builds a lot of nostalgia, and you can learn a lot of skills through video games. Um, so yeah, the negative idea that like, oh, my kids can never play video games. I'm not gonna let them play. Um, there's too much negatives around it. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know. Just
Our
be a better
UAV
parent.
is online.
And like I know kids who I saw it in middle school and high school,
Our
elementary
UAV
school,
is
like
online.
kids who were told they couldn't do certain things would actively seek it out.
UAV recon standing by.
And then when they were
Friendly
exposed to it,
airstrike on
they
the
would
way.
take it in such large doses that it actually was unhealthy. So you need to teach your kids moderation and moderation, respect, understanding, and the ability to be critical of situations that may not be, the best,
Enemy UAV
most
is
proper, clean
airborne.
situations. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got out of that conversation. I'm definitely an advocate for letting kids figure out what's right and wrong and what they should do. I think that's all part of growing up. And the more you shelter them, the more you don't expose them to things, then the less they're going to learn about life. I feel like that got a lot more deep than it had to, but yeah, that's just how I see it.
Friendly helicopter on the way. UAV recon standing by.
I really don't have a lot
Our
of
UAV is
ammo left.
online.
I want to scavenger was a like automatic shoot thing in this game. Because I've been picking up ammo just by running over people. I don't think I have the perk on. But when I run low, like I just pick up more if I run over someone. I don't really remember. I know Modern Warfare 2 was it was a perk. Scavenger seems to just be automatic here. Oh god.
We are about to achieve victory, comrade! Enemy UAV is airborne!
But yeah, this game, honestly I feel bad because I haven't been playing Apex too much lately, which means that when I go back to it I'm gonna suck really bad, but this game's been taking me away from it, and honestly, I'm sorry about it. Like, the nostalgia behind this game is insane. Oh my god, what? Yeah, it's just so much fun, and I really hope they do a Modern Warfare 2 remaster. I've heard so many rumors about it, and then they went back and forth. They were like, okay, we're gonna do it, but then we're not gonna add the multiplayer, and then it just fell off the radar completely, and now I haven't heard anything about it. Uh, so I'd like to see something like that happen.
Our UAV is online!
Mostly because that was one of my favorite games from the Xbox 360 era. The reason I got the Xbox 360 instead of the PS3, which I guess like now I partially regret, but I also don't regret just because I made so many memories with it, is yeah, I don't like all my friends had Xbox 360 and everyone was playing Modern Warfare 2 and I wanted to take part in it because it sounded like so much fun, so you know, I got that and then never regretted it. But I do regret having a PS3 mostly because there's a lot of games on there that I want to play. They're cheap now, but like I feel like there's no point in getting it. I could also get PS Now, but yeah, it's so expensive, so unnecessarily expensive.
Well done!
I think it's like 90 bucks a month or something. Like, definitely don't want to fund that. But also, I've seen rumors of a Modern Warfare 4 in the near future. So that I think would be really cool. And I think they're gonna pack it with everything: zombies, uh, spec ops, obviously multiplayer. Uh, I'm not sure about a battle royale. That'd be pretty cool. Beach bug. I don't remember this one. I'm gonna go for this one. Huh. He kind of looks like Favela from Modern Warfare 2 in the little thumbnail. But yeah, again, I just wanted to play this game on stream, just to get a short video in about it. But well, it's not really short, but you know, kind of a relaxed uh, type game play. Oh, I remember this one. What they've been doing is they've been taking the maps, like the classic maps, and then doing like themed versions of it. So they just had um, what's the I think it's just called Crash Site or something, Crash Landing with a helicopter,
Team deathmatch.
and they turned it into like a Christmas winter themed one. Then the other, I think, Downpour is like a St. Patrick's Day themed
Take your position,
map.
comrade!
Yeah, oh, this is kind of cool. I like this little beach theme. Yeah, basically that's what they've been doing. I think there's a lot of opportunity. This game could totally make a comeback. Like there's so much opportunity for them to
Taking the lead!
move into the style of modern gaming with DLC. Well, not DLCs, but they've already done like microtransactions and everything in this, which oh, wow, there were a lot of them over there. Which I'm not gonna take part in. I don't think it's worth it just for emblems and stuff. But I think this could totally come back with you know, all the updates that you have the ability to make now. And oh wow, why do they have so much health?
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Did I just, what happened?
UAV recon standing
I'm
by.
lagging really
Friendly
bad.
airstrike on the way. Our UAV is online. Our UAV is online.
But I'm so glad this is a free PlayStation Plus. I had been eyeing this up for the longest time. I think it was like a $40 release for the remaster, which is pretty good, honestly. But when I saw it for free, I was like, all right, I gotta get PS Plus.
Airstrike standing by. Friendly airstrike on the way.
I'm so glad I did. This is definitely worth it.
Helicopter support standing by. Friendly helicopter on the way.
Oh. Yeah, for a free game, this is so worth it, and that's why too. I think it could make a comeback because it's a lot more accessible for if you have PlayStation Plus. You know, you just download it for free and you'll have it. So the accessibility of it is just going to offer a lot of downloads. Wow, they camp up. Let's bring them out of there.
Our UAV is online.
Good, good. Okay.
We are about to achieve victory, comrades. Our UAV is online.
Oh. I definitely want to do more streams of The Witness too. That's the other pre-game that I streamed recently, and I was playing a little today, trying to get my footing. I don't understand why I died there. But I was playing a little earlier today, and I'm getting more used to it. The scenery is just so beautiful in that game.
UAV recon standing by.
Yeah, it's triple kill.
Enemy UAV is airborne. Our
Wow.
UAV is online. Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh shoot, that was terrible.
Friendly airstrike on the way.
Yeah, I want to stream more of that. I think the art style of it's just so cool, and it's pretty interesting. It's relaxing too. It's like a nice nighttime streaming game. More so than this. This is pretty hectic and all over the place. Wow, we dominated
Well
them.
done. Victory is ours.
Two ratio. That's pretty good. Dude, I'm pretty dominant at this game. Not to toot my own horn at all, but You know, now I'm thinking about it, I might do a nighttime stream of The Witness tonight. Get another one I was going. Oh, I like Backlot. Can we go for? I don't like Ambush that much. I think Ambush is like it's like oddly big and doesn't need to be. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's too open, but then closed in all the wrong areas. That makes no sense. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do prop hunt. I think this is kind of funny. Crash, yeah, that's the one. So they turn that into like a winterized version with a Christmas tree and stuff in the middle, and then when you like shoot people, they explode like confetti into a present. Ooh, Bog would be really fun for this, even though I just played it. Man, that's such a bad headache. Let's see if I have any new calling cards. Oh, that one's pretty cool. I like that too. I miss this about COD. I miss the calling cards and the emblems. Those are so fun. Like it sort of works like Fortnite, where like some people are good if they have certain ones of those. It's like if someone has the John Wick skin, you're gonna be scared of them. But the same thing applies for Call of Duty. You'd be like, oh, they're decked out and they're pretty decked out with their calling card,
Team deathmatch.
so they're gonna be good. Um, yeah, I really miss those days, the good old Call of Duty days. But like I said before, like Fortnite has brought a lot of that back, and it does feel like that culture and community is growing again. Alright, so basically the gist of this is the props are hiding right now, so they're disguised, and our job is to find who they are or what they are, and shoot and try to get all of them. So it's hide and seek. And then eventually by like round 3, you kind of get the idea of like what the props are. Oh shoot, where did he just go? He might have changed. You get the idea of like what the props are, and then it makes it a little easier to search. But the props move so fast. I mean, I guess that's to their advantage. I'm kind of bad at this because I don't take the opportunity. Oh, right there, right there. There we go. I don't... Oof. Okay, so yeah, if you're a prop, you can flashbang someone so that they can't see you moving if you're trying to go into a different direction. Props alive. Maybe something's on the bus. Oh man, this was messing with me. Oh, dang it. Alright, they definitely moved from here. Oh, okay, cool, we got him. I wonder what it was. I missed it. Oh, sweet, we won. See? It's a pretty fun game mode, honestly. So now I'm gonna be the bad.
Switching sides.
It's fun to like. I like kind of just sitting around, but it's also fun to
Team
mess with people and
deathmatch.
like move your prop around and everything.
Take no prisoners, comrades.
Alright, what am I? Oh my goodness. Am I really a pole? What? How? Oh shit. I feel like this is gonna be so obvious right here. Just a giant pole. Or I can flash someone if they. Oh shoot. Maybe not. Oh, he just ran by me. Yo. Okay, this is kind of dope. Wow. To be honest, I don't know if I'd noticed if there was just a light right here. I should have gone over there probably, but oh shoot. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh my goodness. Imagine if you just hit an off bullet. So you get points for staying alive. Oh, I really want to flash right now. Oh man. Should I mess with them? Oh shoot, I moved last minute. Ah, crap. I wonder how he knew that was me. I didn't think I looked too. I should have just stayed. That lamppost was clutch. Is that a Star Wars setup? That looks pretty sick. That calling card. I like how they're introducing new game modes and stuff to this though, because they have the classic ones and then they have the newer ones, hardcore mode, ones that they, I guess, keep updating. And then this is the double XP one right now. So I remember back in the good old days, they used to do double XP weekends, where certain game modes you get double the XP, so you level up faster, and like everyone would be online doing it, doing those game modes. So it's cool that they do that. It's nice too, because like if you went back and played COD 4 now, I'm sure 99% of the lobbies are hackers.
Time is running out.
And having this is like the core vanilla experience that you'd want without the hackers is just really nice. I'd be so close going to a lobby full of hackers. I don't understand why though. Like when you die, you spectate the other team. Like I want to spectate my teammates who are hiding right now. Like I don't know where they're hiding. I wonder where they are.
Good job, team. Get
I
ready
think
for
they
the
did a
next
good job
round.
hiding. The kill cam's the only way you get to see. Oh wow, so they're just moving about. Nice. The tires are always a good one. Every map has tires.
Team deathmatch.
Alright, now they're gonna hide.
Take no prisoners, comrades.
I played this the first time in, it's not called crates, what's it called? I forget, but it's like the smallest map in this, in COD 4. And, they gave 10 seconds to hide. It was wild. Like the games are so fast, and everyone just knew immediately where the next person was. Is insane. But it's kind of fun. I like the small maps. All right, let's get this. That's usually okay. Whoa. Just like disappeared. Oh shit. Oh man, I thought it was a prop. Now I feel bad. Alright, if someone's a watermelon, they're probably in here. Oh, okay. Well. I'm not shooting enough. I don't know why they give the 390 here. It just has like the most amount of ammo, but I like don't like this gun. Alright, so oh. That chair, oh, that was a really good hiding spot. Wow. Props to them. That was good. I don't know if I would have noticed that if they haven't whistled. So every 20 seconds you're like forced to whistle. So at least it makes it a little fair. People can find you. Right. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, sweet. Wait, final blow. What? Oh, gotta look at the street lamps. Street lamps. What? I swear I just saw him go by.
Time is running out.
Okay. Maybe they changed props. Shoot, I can't believe I missed that. I feel so stupid. Oh. A tire? No? She's on my mind, but... They gotta be around here somewhere. Let's see, that was a waste of my flashbang.
We've lost that round, but this is not over yet. Get ready for the next one.
No. Dude, that sucks. I knew they were around there.
Switching sides.
There's still the crate, too. I should've gone the other side.
Team deathmatch.
Alright, what prop am I?
Take no prisoners, comrade.
Cash register. Alright, let's see. No, I'm not Ken. I'm gonna change prop. feel like I should move somewhere else. Kind of boring just sitting here. Alright, I'm gonna move. Make sure no one's around. They're like all down there. Last one. Everyone else died? No, there's a couple people left. I wonder why they're all shooting over there. Are they really... Oh, I see some guy over there. Still, they're all in the same place. They should split out. Oh, I like to get throw on night vision in this game too. Just like, push of a button. Oh man. 3 blocks wide. Oops, someone nearby. Might need to get ready to flashbang them real quick. He just bailed. What? He just dipped. This is wild. They're actually all still over there. It's also funny playing with like good headphones now, and like being able to hear people walk around you. And, like footsteps is such like a run-of-the-mill thing. Like, oh shoot! Did not see him there. Damn it! I should change props. But like hearing footsteps is such like a run-of-the-mill thing that like everyone can do now. And I remember it was always like if you weren't calling someone a hacker or someone using aimbot or something, it'd always be like, yo, he's got Turtle Beaches on. Like you can hear footsteps. It's so cheap. But now it's like, yeah, of course, everybody hears footsteps. It's literally part of like online multiplayer shooting games, especially now. You got Turtle Beaches. You got Turtle Beaches. And now Turtle Beach like isn't even that great of a company. I mean, they make good products, but it's like they're not top of the line like they used to be. Now everyone's using like Razer products, and I have Sony headphones. Which is PlayStation Gold Sony headphones. I like them a lot. I think they're great. I was so excited to get them. Alright, I think I'll do one more, maybe a free pro, and then probably head off. Ooh, that was a good spot.
We are victorious.
I probably
Good
leveled
work,
up in my
comrade.
time too. No, you know, I'm gonna do a gun game. It's funny though, because I don't really remember like all the guns in this game like I do Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2's guns were a lot more memorable. I think maybe because so many of them were just like everyone would complain, no, this gun's broken, this gun's broken. There were so many complaints back then, but like, man, we took so much for granted. Oh, okay. I hate when gun game isn't countdown though. I'm just not good at it here.
Gun game.
Alright, oh, what? I hopped into a game. That's no fun. Alright, I'll do one more. Start the next one. There's absolutely no range on that pistol. Shit. That was stupid. Yo, really? Ugh. Yeah, see, for some reason, when it's here, I just can't play well. Most people camp behind those crates all the time. Fortunately, no one is right now, though. I think it's a 3-round burst. I always forget, and then I like hold down the trigger, and it just does nothing.
This is our last chance.
Yeah, see, this sucks. I came out of this game too late. What? Oh, shoot. God, anytime I play with a sniper in this game, I just miss quick scopes, no scopes so bad on Rust. Just playing with the pals. Oh, shoot. That's stupid. Hard scope the hell out of that. Wow, that was... I'm surprised that hit. Yo, are you serious? What? Oh my god, I got shot from all over. People just kind of congregate all in the same place. That's why this is kind of... I don't know, not as fun. There's no range. Has a level 2. No, yeah, somebody's almost won already. He just flew. Oh my goodness. Yeah, last gun already. Like, that's no fun. I don't like when it gets like the RPGs because you never realize like you have to hit somebody spot on with the RPG basically to make it work. And I love how the final gun is the shovel. Everyone used to roast that so much. The grave digger. Yeah. All right. That was like still ended positive. Okay, I'm about to win this one. If it's not in what's it called? Lift off or whatever. Yo, so many people got mics in this lounge or lobby. I think that's a rarity. I like the call banner though. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like this Raven the best though. This was my original one. This little fox that looks like it was made by like a 5-year-old in Adobe Illustrator. I think it's kind of cute. Crash it is. Block. I don't like block really that much. But man, yeah, I remember I think they released, was it Modern Warfare 2 where they had they released like a map pack which had the COD or the COD 4 maps. I think it was. Look that up. Modern Warfare 2 COD 4 maps. Huh. Let me see like DLCs. Yeah, I think it was. The ability to like COD 4 maps. Okay, this pistol, this is the base pistol. It's not good. I hate starting out with this.
Locked and loaded.
Find someone fast. Oh, are you kidding me? So when you get knifed, you get set back one gun, and it's the worst. Can't find anyone. Oh, nice. Wow, I totally whipped all of those. Nice. Let's go finish their health. Oh, no. Just let that person pass me too. They're apparently the leader. Oh, shoot. Man, it's so slow. I'm trying to quick scope. And those hit markers kill me, man. Nice. Ooh, that was right in the headshot, I think. Oh, are you serious? Did that get... Oh, that got me. Now I'm back one. See, it's so irritating. Oh, God. That one guy just keeps sniping people. Whew. That was really close. Ah, yeah, I knew that was happening. Good shot, man. Oh. Should look that way. There's absolutely no range on these shotguns. Oh, yeah, that was happening. Oh, looks like I might not be winning this one. Did he just go? Oh, behind him. That looked like he just glitched through the wall. Are you kidding me? This guy knifing people is so irritating. Man, I wish I had the ability to stream Call of Duty back in the day. That would have been so fun. It's so nice, like, to just have it built into the PlayStation already. Oh, seen that jerk. Like, I hate doing that to people because I hate when it happens to me. I just think it's irritating. But yeah, when all your friends were online and everything, like, that would have been so much fun. Being able to just capture those moments and put them somewhere. I mean, it's the same dude every time. Oh my god. It's so irritating. Well, I'm not winning this one, but third place would be nice. They just ran by each other. Wow, that was not good. Alright, now we're doing something. Wow. Wow, we just really sprung up there though. Are you... This guy's so annoying. Why does he keep doing that? Doesn't he want to... Good headshot. Doesn't he want to get more guns?
We are in danger of losing the battle, comrades.
Dude, that was terrible. Oh boy. I swear if he... Oh, he tried to knife me there. I know that was that same guy. Ah, the range on this is just horrible. Shoot. sweet. Someone's on the last gun already. That sucks. Oh, I'm glad that knife guy didn't win first. That would have been unfair. Well, that's been gun game. That was fun. Second place ain't bad. Wow, he had 28 kills. He flew by everyone. Let's see how much XP I get. Cool. Yeah, so you earn like these credits that can get you these gun packs and stuff. I still don't really understand what they do fully, but yeah, they I think it's like the same as like V-Bucks in Fortnite. It's like the same thing. But anyway, yep, thanks for watching if you did. This has been a COD stream. Sorry, okay, let's focus. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll stream some more COD in the future. This is kind of fun. I'm really enjoying this game so far, and I want to do more with it. And yeah, see you next time.